Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts and yet another scenario by someone who's live in the Twitch chat. Thank you very much, Al Coffin, for this scenario. The Battle of Texel. We are playing Germany 1916 with some Dreadnoughts and things against the Russians. Slightly older technology, not by much, just a little bit. And this is the Schlieffen plan, where the Germans, having successfully taken out the British and the French, are going to try and take out the Russians as well. So I guess it's taking place somewhere either in the Baltic or the North Sea. Let's go. Now, you did say you wanted a second or third generation Dreadnought. I only have access to the Dreadnought 2, so we'll go with the second generation. The König Albert. Bum, 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 bum. Just a single funnel. So smoke for this one is 53. Which is significantly less than the smoke that the towers can handle, so that's fine. 12-inch duels. Actually, am I going to use 12-inch duels? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Excellent. How do I have a port weight offset? That makes no sense. A little bit of a 4 weight offset, which is actually surprising. Lovely stuff. Semper, you if you're wondering what the jump is in UAD between 1906 and pre-Dreadnoughts, a well-built Dreadnought can probably take out 10 pre-Dreadnoughts all by themselves. That was the test I did for the Dreadnought Showcase series that I did. Like, it is just scary how much of a difference it makes. Certainly something like this, a Dreadnought 2 could probably kill 10 pre-Dreadnoughts, no issue. Right. It doesn't mean to say I won't do it. We can certainly try it. It's been a while since I've done it. That's just a rough guide. Like, Dreadnoughts absolutely dominate once they arrive, which is why I'm very curious to see how the campaign tech tree works, if it even has a tree. I don't think it will be a tree. And if I can like really skimp on pre-Dreadnought production, wait for Dreadnoughts to come along, and then sink all my money into Dreadnoughts. That would be my game plan. Ship's already quite heavy. Ooh, tube powder. Yes, please. 1% flash fire chance. I can live with that. Heavy shells. Yeah, because we might be facing stuff. We might be facing things with 14-inch guns, so we'll go for the heavy shells. I know it puts my flash fire chance up just a tiny bit. Won't bother with any of that. could go for many bulkheads. I think I'll stick with standard, to be honest. And get a little bit more armour. I wish I could get 87, but I don't think that's practical. Deck, I'm actually going to shave some armour off. Doesn't need to be that thick. Probably a really bad idea. Rather have belt armour, to be honest. Yeah, 15.75 with 15 on the turret. And just over 16 on the tower. There we go. Ah, yes, I can certainly do that. December. We'll do that next. Do that right after this one. Okay, let's go. Let's try her out. Let's have a look. See. Oh my. Oh my. Right. Okay. Well, the battlecruiser looks interesting, but look at that Russian battleship. Oh my word. Well, this is going to get very interesting. Right. Yeah. I'm going to put all of you in with the other battleships. So we're going to have a line of 8. Then we're going to have the battlecruisers who I want you to follow the battleships. I want you in a tight formation, please. I want you in that squadron, and you guys are on screen duty. That's fine. Oh my word. Right. And they are spotted to the north, as usual. Now that's not a complicated order. I'm just curious to see how well the AI handles that. Yeah. Gangut style. See, now look, under Alpha 11, this is actually working. I know it looks chaotic, but this is so much better than how it used to be. So I'm really hopeful that they continue to make improvements. Like that heavy cruiser, which got in the way. Or it is getting in the way. Like the Baden and the Prusen are having a little kiss. But overall, it's not too bad in terms of them sorting themselves out. Right, here we go. Enemy in sight. What have we got? Cruiser, I think. Maybe? Battle cruiser. Actually got some hits in on it. Yeah. Well, fortunately, Nage, your own ships, the only ships that take damage from ramming are when either you ram the enemy or the enemy rams you, or you ram an enemy wreck. You don't take damage from your own ships bumping into you, and the enemy doesn't take damage from their ships bumping into them. I mean, they still do bump into each other, don't clip through each other like they do in War on the Sea, but they just don't take damage. Come on, let's get an ID. Flooding hit. Okay. The Kinburn. 12-inch triple guns, minimum bulkheads, heavy cordite. Oh my goodness me. Well, if that's an indication of what the battleships are like, they're in trouble. Speaking of the battleships, let's go have a look. Actually, it's not that bad. I thought it was going to be utterly terrible. It is very much like a Gangut. If this wasn't on a barbette, that would almost be a perfect Gangut class. I know. Change formation without ramming. Not likely. Right. Plan. Just bring the Kais around, basically. Yeah, the Sashin getting in the way. Didn't even look at my own battlecruisers. 13-inch guns. Minimum bulkheads. Cordite. Yay. Not saying they're worthless. That would be mean. Look how fast this thing is. No wonder we're having trouble hitting it. 35.5 knots. Alright, the battleship line's starting to converge now. All my ships entertain themselves firing on the Kinburn. Oh, hey there, WE. How you doing? Looks like Fuso, but Russian. Yeah, it looks very similar to a Gangut. To me. Will they explode like a Gangut? Minimum bulkheads, standard TNT. They might. Especially with 14-inch guns. Better, but armor tensile. Okay. Well, take it easy. I think it's quite rough after you get the jab. Imperator Pavel the First getting poked for the holes, not taking kindly to it. Down she goes. Yeah. Those Russian ships really don't hold up to firepower for very long. I think probably we're targeting what, the Poltava? No, the Sviatoy Sergei. This one. Meanwhile, their 14-inch guns don't seem to be doing very much. Yeah, absolutely, W. Absolutely. Haven't had a chance to do one of your scenario and it's in ages. Oh, the Kinburn finally goes down after having the entire fleet throwing shells its way for like half an hour. Yeah. Bye-bye to the Sviatoy Sergei. Really struggling. Russian ships to do much in the way of damage, to be honest. You can see why. So at this range, which is 6 kilometers, their chance to pen my ship is about 27%, and their accuracy is only 1 point. Well, mind you, they're firing at a cruiser, but is terrible. My chance to pen them is 51%. My chance to hit them is pretty high. And when my ships take hits, they're not suffering too much, thanks to standard bulkheads and reinforced bulkheads and all the rest of it. Yeah, I'm really interested because that's one thing we haven't been able to do in Ultimate Admiral yet, Semper, is to design an actual fleet. So you can design ships that are designed to work together. Because at the moment you can only design the one ship, of course, and that one ship type. You know, you might get a complementary ship type from the AI, or you might not. That warship, whatever it is taking a hell of a lot of secondary fire. Probably a light cruiser. Kaiser continues to advance. Millie, shush. Not quite sure why this poor unfortunate ship, the Voyevoda, is garnering quite the furious response from the German fleet that it is, but there we go. The Ginaz Suvorov, I think, is actually being fired on by the battleships themselves. Oh, we lost a heavy cruiser. How did that happen? Just a bunch of hits. 14-inch guns. Yeah, it's only a heavy cruiser. Hey, there we go. That's what I was waiting for. Oh yeah, I'll go give some pats for Millie, don't worry. Heavy cruiser versus 6 destroyers. Sure, we can try that. I'll just write that down before I forget, because chat will disappear. Yeah. Yeah. Ultimate Admiral does not replicate the problem of, the Kaiser having trouble determining which ones are her shells for fire control purposes. There's also a reason why ships tended not to have, say, 12 and 13-inch guns, because you couldn't tell the difference between the splashes. Japanese had a cool, not going to say solution to it, but I thought it was a neat idea that they put coloured dye packs in the shells, so the splashes would have a colour to them, so you could tell, you know, which ship was firing what shell from the colour of the splash, which I thought was a pretty neat idea. Must have looked really weird though. If you're being fired on, and yeah, just all these colours everywhere. Now the Kaiser, being the lead ship here, has only taken 52 hits, 15 of which were from 14-inch guns, and only 4 have penetrated the armour, and that was against the funnel. That's what it means when it says versus 0. That is unreal. What's the price? 40 million compares to 42. So, you know, it's not like the Kaiser and the other ships are in a different price bracket. They're not. It's only 2 million difference. But in combat capability, oh my word. Like, look, 14-inch guns just bouncing off constantly. I mean, they're faster than us by a fair margin. But firepower's... Oh, the couple of battle cruisers coming in on suicide runs. I mean, that is not a good plan, Tiver. What is your plan here exactly? In fact, just to amuse myself. As if I direct all fire onto it. That's what I thought. Oh, the Tula's trying it. Like, why? What is your plan? Yeah, close contact. Cool. Greedon just getting butchered. Yeah, even the high like no armor on this thing at all. Oh, we have the Viborg approaching. For some reason she's not with the rest of her fleet. That's not going to go well for her. The Tula is being killed over there. And she goes. Just those 3 left. As of Rostislav and the Veliki Knyaz Mikhail. "18 inches of belt works wonders." These guys are only running 15-inch belt, but it's proving enough. Try and get all the turrets firing. Oh. A couple of heavy cruisers over there. but I don't think they're a significant threat. So far, we've lost one heavy cruiser for the Russian fleet suffering all this damage. Yeah, I'm really liking the changes to deck penetration that were introduced in version 83. Deck armor is now a lot more viable as a protective measure for your ships. Belt armor, I think, is still much more useful in general, particularly early on. But deck armor is now quite useful at keeping your ship safe. I'm just amazed at, like, look at the battleship line, right? Here they are. The only ships that have taken any damage at all are Kaiser and Bayern. Bayern has taken one penetrating hit, and Kaiser has taken 8, but they're against, like, what's even 1.5? They must be against the funnel and stuff, because most of them must be against the funnel, and then something else has pinned something really minor. I don't know if damage turret decreases effectiveness or not, to be honest. There goes the Rostislav, and just have the Azov. Yeah, there's a lot about the game that is still not obvious. I don't know if a damage turret reduces its effectiveness in any way whatsoever, but I'm assuming it does, because otherwise it wouldn't bother telling you. But I don't know how. I'm guessing those cruisers think that they're going to be able to use torpedoes or something. But it's not going to save the Azov. The Ivan Grod. Pretty heavily hurt. It looks like the Archangel Raphael is taking the damage now. Even so, even at this tech level, it's still missing a lot. Oh look, there you go, torpedo. Might hit the Barden. Nah. Oh, that's just disappointing. I mean, this is probably the toughest, like, at least this one has a reasonable amount of bulkheads. Right, battleships at the Azov, please. We'll let the battle cruisers deal with the heavy cruisers. That's not good for you. hitting the damn things. Oh, battlecruiser took a torpedo hit. Well done, battlecruiser. Hey! There we go. If you lose your flagship, you become a spectator, or it like goes over to AI control. That's a really interesting idea. I'd love to see that as like a mod or something as well. That'd be really cool. But yeah, if you lose your flagship, you have to go over to AI control. The Prusen, yeah, just eating a torpedo there. But there's only one Russian ship left. Let's have a look at damage quickly. So, yeah, just not very much from them. 4,000 in total compared to nearly 30,000 damage from the Germans. Nearly all of it coming from those 12-inch guns on the battleships. Oh, stealthy stealth ship. Sucks to be you, because I can just go up to ×10. I'm gonna call it here. I'm not gonna hunt. He can send word of the utter domination that he's witnessed here today. Anyway, if you're on YouTube, thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Those of you on Twitch, we're going to do something else, although I'm going to take a short break.